In the name of Allah, the most beneficial, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Fitness Expo Dubai would like to welcome our honorary guests, Dubai Sports Council Mr. Nasser Aman Al-Rahma, Director of Events Department, Dubai Sports Council, Mr. Arif Mirza, CEO and founder of Fitness Expo Dubai, renowned athletes from across the globe who we shall introduce as we proceed further, media from across the UAE who have come to support us. I thank you all for being here. My name is Kai Mirza. I'm Arif's younger, more handsome brother with a lot more hair. Let's begin by first giving you a highlight why we have got an event of this stature in the UAE. The health and wellness industry, a multi-billion-dollar industry in almost all sectors. Physical fitness is a general state of health and well-being, and more specifically, the ability to perform aspects of sports, occupations, and daily activities. Physical fitness generally achieved through proper nutrition, moderate, vigorous physical exercise, physical activity, and sufficient rest. Before the Industrial Revolution, fitness was defined as the capacity to carry out day's activities without undue fatigue. However, with automation and changes in lifestyle, physical fitness is now considered a measure of the body's ability to function efficiently and effectively in work and leisure activities, to be healthy, to resist hypokinetic diseases, and to meet emergency situations. Many people do not realize and often underestimate the importance of good health. Health, as they say, is wealth. Good health is necessary to carry out daily tasks. When discussing health, many people would consider the condition of their bodies and forget about the condition of their minds. However, health is not only about alleviating and being free from physical aspects of health, it also means being healthy in mind too. An unhealthy mind results in an unhealthy body. Good mental health helps you to make the most of life and enjoy it. Good mental health offers you a feeling of well-being and the inner strength needed in times of trouble and unrest. Everyone knows how to take care for his or her bodies. This is done almost every day by the majority of people. Exercise and eating the proper foods are the best way of keeping the body healthy. But how does one keep the mind healthy? A healthy mind requires a lot of work, as well as a combination of the right foods and exercise. Most often, the food consumed has a pivotal effect on the body, as well as the mind. A healthy diet consists of the right food groups with the right number of calories. It does not contain an excess of sugar, salt, fat, and alcohol. Selecting the right foods that provide energy helps the body to be healthy. This also helps the mind. An energized person is a happy person. Happiness is a state of mind. Without proper energy, a person can become angry, tired, and sad. Exercise is extremely important to staying healthy, both in body and mind. Being active can help a person continue to do things they enjoy and be independent as they age. Long-term physical fitness activity increases the benefits of long-term health. This is the reason many health experts advise individuals to be as active as possible and to set aside at least 3 days a week for some form of activity that keeps the heart beating at a steady pace. Physical exercise also has many mental benefits. For example, a person diagnosed with depression or anxiety is most often asked to conduct some form of physical activity apart from taking medication. This is because the body produces hormones known as endorphins, which improve mood and relieve stress. Depression can be alleviated by improving mood, and anxiety can be relieved by reducing stress. Let's talk about health and fitness industry in UAE. UAE's health and fitness industry is registering 15% annual growth as mega leisure projects and rapidly growing inbound tourism create demand. Growth is certain, largely in Dubai, with the creation of major leisure and tourism projects. The sports and fitness industry in the UAE continues to grow. Fitness Expo Dubai. In line with essence of Dubai and our aim to creating a truly world-class event, we can proudly say that the Fitness Expo Dubai is going to be the largest fitness expo in the world. It will showcase innovation and inspiration for health, fitness, and mental well-being. Our aim is to bring together some of the best human minds, products, and ideas to improve physical, psychological, financial, and spiritual health and well-being of the people in this city, the country, and beyond. Apart from various projects around the world, our team is also credited with creating the largest startup demo in Canada with participation from major companies like Google and Apple. The event is now an annual affair, attracting top investors from more than 50 countries. Dubai's connectivity with around 2.2 billion people across Asia, Europe, and Africa makes it an ideal location for an event of this size. You got a thriving event in line with the city itself. Dubai, which is already home to several major annual events and home of the Expo 2020, with benefit greatly from the world's largest fitness expo, which is expected to add to an existing 1.7 billion total expenditure on sport and contribute further to growing the sports fitness industry in the city. Let's get to our host. I know I'm talking and boring you guys a little bit. Arif Mirza is a global businessman, global investor, and founder and the visionary behind Fitness Expo Dubai. A proud father of 4 beautiful children. From humble beginnings and countless business failures, he still managed to make millions of dollars, launch 24 companies across 5 countries, and make over 24 investments into some of the biggest companies in the world, including Airbnb, Lyft, Uber, Dropbox, Palantir, Grom Social, Spotify, Pinterest, and many more. He has helped launch 2 funds, Mirza Ventures and Ryall Ventures, a $100 million venture fund. Along with his brothers Rocky and Kam, he has been starting businesses since he was a teenager. His love of business comes third, behind his love for his family and his love for fitness and health. He deeply loves sports and fitness, trains daily in the gym, and believes there is no better place in the world than the UAE. We are all here today because he dreamed of creating an expo in Dubai that would highlight to the world the ambition, competitive nature, and desire for Dubai to be #1 in everything it focuses on. His dream is now coming true. The largest fitness exposition in the world, along with tens of thousands of people this November, will come to Dubai to see the world's greatest athletes, performers, celebrities, and fitness personalities. Ladies and gentlemen, I now ask you to please stand to welcome our host, the man behind the big show, Mr. Arif Mirza.
Please be seated. Before I continue, I'm actually honored to be sitting here with great names from around the world, and I don't think I will say anything further before Mr. Nasser says a few things, and then you guys will hear me rant on and on and on and on, because this is what I do. I love talking, so you'll hear more of me.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. في البداية أحب أرحب بالجميع وفي معرض إكسبو فتنس أو فتنس إكسبو دبي. نحب صراحة نعلن في البداية أن المعرض ياخذ رعاية سمو الشيخ أحمد بن محمد بن راشد آل مكتوم، رئيس اللجنة الأولمبية، رئيس جائزة محمد بن راشد آل مكتوم للإبداع الرياضي. طبعا مثل ما تعرفون إمارة دبي ملتقى المدن في العالم، وتعتبر الموقع الاستراتيجي مما ساعد الإمارة في استضافة 400 حدث رياضي أو أكثر من 400 حدث رياضي. يمكن معرض فتنس إكسبو دبي يعني يسعى أن أكثر عن 500 عارض، ونحن نقول موازي إن شاء الله 500 عارض إن شاء الله. احنا إن شاء الله في سنة 2017 السنة القادمة إن شاء الله نحاول نكون بعد نستضيف 500 حدث رياضي.
Mr. Nasser Aman Rahman, the director of sport event in Dubai Sports Council, he welcome all of you in this press conference, and he say in behalf of Dubai Sports Council, he is happy to announce that His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the President of UAE National Olympic Committee, and the President of Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Creative Sport Award, will be the patronage of this event, and this will give us very big push. Mr. Nasser is saying that Dubai is now the hub of the sport events, and organizing and hosting many big events according to the infrastructure and what Dubai has. Dubai Sports Council is organizing more than 400 events annually, and we are targeting more and more.
طبعا في إمارة دبي نحتضن أكثر من 7 معارض اللياقة البدنية، وفتنس إكسبو دبي هو أول مرة بالنسبة لنا، ونسعى أن يكون هو يكسر الركض من عدد العارضين على مستوى المعارض والمؤتمرات الخاصة باللياقة البدنية في إمارة دبي ال7. وفي نفس الوقت طبعا إمارة دبي تقدم جميع التسهيلات. إمارة دبي ودولة الإمارات طبعا تقدم جميع التسهيلات، سواء للسيد عارف ميرزا اللي هو صاحب المعرض هذا والشركة، أو أي منظم لفعالية رياضية في إمارة دبي. نقدم جميع التسهيلات لوجستية، دوائر دعم الدوائر الحكومية، كل التسهيلات إن شاء الله هاي الإمارة تمتاز فيها عن باقي دول العالم في هذا الموضوع.
دبي تنظم حوالي 7 معارض سنويا. Dubai is organizing about 7 exhibitions in the year, and this is one of the biggest events. We are happy to have it in Dubai with Mr. Arif Mirza. Dubai and United Arab Emirates are ready to give all the support, are ready to stand with anyone who is planning to make any event in Dubai, and we promise Mr. Arif and his event that we will give all the support from government sector, from anything he needs. We are ready.
طبعا نحن في النهاية نحب نشكر الجميع اللي موجودين معنا، سواء إعلاميين، سواء رعاة، سواء الداعمين للسيد عارف ميرزا من اتحاد بناء الإسلام أو أي شركات أخرى. وما ننسى صراحة النادي المستضيف، نادي دبي الدولي للرياضات البحرية، اللي هو وفر كل الإمكانيات وكل التسهيلات لاستضافة هذا الحدث. ونتوقع أن هذا الحدث يعني بيصادف يوم أو مرورة في توقيته من 24 إلى 26. تاريخ 25 نوفمبر بيصادف اليوم الوطني الرياضي، وإن شاء الله يعني جميعا الموجودين في القاعة أو في الحفل أو في المعرض إن شاء الله يتم احتفالية في اليوم الرياضي الوطني لدولة الإمارات. شكرا.
We thank all of you. We thank also Mr. Arif and his sponsors and supporters. And this event, you know, will be from 24 to 26 of November. And our National Sport Day is on 25 of November. This event, we hope, will be part of our calendar and agenda of the National Sport Day. And we are looking to see all of you at that time. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, about a year and a half ago, I had a vision to host the world's largest fitness expo. And the city that we live in, you're sleeping if you don't have the same kind of visions to become #1 in the world. You know, what the royal families have done here, it boggles the mind for the rest of the world is how fast things are happening here. There's a reason why Dubai is #1, and if you live here, there's no room for #2. We always strive for #1. I said it almost 2 years ago, and now you guys are seeing it happen right here in front of your eyes. This is just a glimpse. Okay, you will see this expo at a level that no one has done it. No, largest expo in the world is FIBO, Ohio, Columbus, and a few others. Okay, we have studied the models of all of those expos, and what you're about to see here, you'll see a glimpse of them, and then you'll see a glimpse of Dubai. because as you know, Dubai does things that no one else does. And I'm very, very proud to be living in this country and being part of the vision that Dubai is becoming. What can you expect at this expo? First of all the exhibitors that have signed up with us and who are on the waiting list and who want to join us, we have put this expo in 3D, so you'll be advertised 2 months before the expo starts. Okay. So the money that you're investing in exposing your companies, because a lot of you guys are doing this for very, very first time. So we understand. My background is starting businesses with no money, okay? Bootstrap budget. So understand how people are when they start their businesses. Here, we don't want you to just come and showcase. We want you to earn back and grow. And we want to see you grow. Together with us, you're going to grow. It's not just going to be about exhibitors. It's about changing the way we think, changing the way we look at fitness, health, and beauty. Okay? We will have competitions like MMA, bodybuilding, which you'll hear about a little later on. I want to give you guys a glimpse from the world what's going to be happening. So we have strong woman from UK, Hannah, if you could please stand up, 5-time world champion. Mr. Sean Ray, I don't think he needs an introduction, but he can. I'm going to get him to say a few words. Nobody knows this industry better than this man sitting next to me, so I feel very comfortable sitting here. I've surrounded myself with the right people so I can get the job done. When I looked into starting this fitness industry, first person I spoke to was Mr. Seid, who's sitting in front. He's the UAE champion. I look up to him a lot in many sense. Thank you, Seid, for coming. And there are many more. But this event could not happen if I didn't have the support of the Dubai Sports Council. Okay, so Mr. Rashid, Mr. Amjad, Mr. Nasser, and then finally the location here, Mr. Azim, who's become like a brother now. The support that he's given me, it's unbelievable. Dubai, ex-Dubai, Javad, Rawia. So you guys can see the support growing. And this is just the beginning. I'm not going to talk a lot because I have people sitting next to me who I want to give them the chance to talk, and then I'll open the mic to any questions that you guys might have, because this is no longer my vision, it has become a Dubai vision, so we're going to do this together. And this is my message to the world. Be ready, because we're more than ready. Okay?
Hello, I'm Sean Ray from California. Retired Hall of Fame bodybuilder, competed in the Mr. Olympia 13 times. Out of those 13 years, I was in the top 5 for 12 consecutive years with 2 first runner-ups, which is what pretty much gives me the credibility status. I competed in 3 different decades. In the 80s against Lee Haney, who won the Mr. Olympia 8 times. In the 90s with Dorian Yates, who won the Mr. Olympia 6 times. And finished my career in 2001 against Ronnie Coleman, who won the Olympia 8 times. What makes it special for me was that I was the smallest guy up there, slaying a lot of giants. And since then, I've been working in the promotion end of bodybuilding and fitness. What brings me here today, my good friend Linda, physique star from Norway, a trainer for Arif. She told me about what was going on out here in Dubai. I always wanted to come to Dubai. I've been all around the world the last 20 some odd years promoting bodybuilding. I MC shows for Arnold Schwarzenegger. I've MC'd the Mr. Olympia. I work with athletes, put on muscle camps and seminars, work with supplement companies. So I'm very well connected with the bodybuilding industry, even in retirement. And Dubai is one of those countries that is growing at such a rapid pace. When I spoke with Arif and his dream, I jumped right on board with this. And now I've been speaking with my colleagues, a lot of the bodybuilders and supplement companies, and they want to get on board and support what's happening here too, because we think we're tapping into something big. Most importantly, I'm a student of bodybuilding, health, and fitness, coming underneath Joe Weider and right behind Arnold Schwarzenegger, but more importantly, I'm a fan. And I like to share health and fitness and the lifestyle with people around the world. This year alone, I've already been to Poland, Australia, Brazil, and now here. I'll wind up in China, in Spain, and Germany before the year's up. But Dubai is on the map. I think Arif is right in thanking the sponsors and the support of the sport of health and fitness. I don't want to just say bodybuilding, even though that's where I come from. You've got people that just lift weights. That is bodybuilding. Women, teenagers, and even kids. It's a way of life, and it's a lifestyle, and I'm glad to be on board to help promote that and share it with the other bodybuilders and fitness stars around the world, both strong men and women. And I think this is going to be a very exciting event. I'm just happy to be a part of it. And also, got a little written statement here I want to read. So we want to thank, first of all, the great leaders of Dubai by giving us the example of having these sports, and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Can I say that right? We want to thank him participating in the sport as well as the family. In Dubai, as you know now, that it's becoming the hub of sports and is now one of the favorite destinations of sports. So to be included in this opportunity is more than just an honor, but it's also a privilege, and I look forward to helping grow the sport here in Dubai. Thank you.
بقيادة صاحب السمو الشيخ محمد بن راشد المكتوم نائب رئيس الدولة الرسمي للقضاء حكم دبي رعاه الله، والذي يعتبر نموذج للرياضيين، ويشكركم جميعا.
I'll now pass it over to Azim, who's Seid.
السادة الحضور، السادة الضيوف، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. محدثكم وزير محمد الكندي مدير التنفيذي لنادي دبي الدولي للرياضة البحرية. في المقام الأول أتقدم بالشكر الجزيل إلى مجلس دبي الرياضي على تدعيم روزنامة النادي بالأحداث الرياضية سنويا. بدأها ببطولة قارات كرة القدم الشرقية، واليوم مجلس دبي الرياضي يدعم روزنامة النادي بواحد من أكبر الفعاليات الرياضية الخاصة باللياقة البدنية في العالم. نبذة بسيطة عن نادي دبي الدولي للرياضات البحرية. طبعا نادي دبي الدولي للرياضات البحرية هو نادي منظم لكافة السباقات البحرية. ننظم أكثر من 25 حدث بحري في السنة. نبدأها ببعض السباقات التراثية إلى السباقات الحديثة، من سباقات الشراعية التراثية إلى السباقات الشراعية الحديثة. أيضا من الزوارق الخشبية السريعة التراثية أيضا إلى الزوارق السريعة الحديثة. الحدث استضافة حدث كبير مثل معرض اللياقة البدنية، طبعا واحد من أكبر المعارض اللي يستضيفها النادي خلال الموسم 2016. نتمنى التوفيق للجميع في عملية تنظيم هذا الحدث، ومن جانبنا نحن كنادي دبي الدولي للرياضات البحرية طبعا سوف نبذل كافة الجهود لإنجاح هذا الحدث بإذن الله. أتقدم بشكل شخصي شكر للأخ عارف ميرزا على الأفكار الجديدة التي طرحها في هذه المرحلة، وهي أن تكون نقلة نوعية في اللياقة البدنية. أيضا أتوجه بالشكر للسيد عبد الله المري. كون عبد الله المري هو صاحب الفضل بعد الله أن يتعرف على الأخ عارف ميرزا، وأن نطور فكرة معرض اللياقة البدنية في نادي دبي الدولي للرياضات البحرية. وكل الشكر للجميع، ووفقكم الله إن شاء الله.
Thanking Dubai Sports Council for giving them the chance to be part of many big events and enriching the calendar of events in the club. One of the events is beach soccer, and now this big event, Fitness Expo. He sang, also he gave a brief about the Dubai Marine Club, which is specialized in marine sport and organizing about 25 marine events annually. He promised to give all the support and all the help the event need, because it is a big event and will be successful. Also he thanked Mr. Abdullah Al-Mari, who is introduced him to Mr. Arif, and thanking you all.
words from Mr. Khalid, and then you'll hear me wrap on. So save some room for me.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أحب أعرفكم بنفسي أولا. معكم أخوكم خالد البلوشي، نائب رئيس مجلس إدارة شبكة بطل العرب الإعلامية، اللي رئيسها الدكتور عادل فهيم نائب رئيس الاتحاد الدولي. ونحن تدخلنا في التنظيم مع الأستاذ عارف على أساس ندعم الجهود لإنجاح هذا المعرض الإكسبو، لأنه يمثل واجهة لإمارة دبي، ونحن ككوادر وطنية المفروض نكون أول من يقف بجانب حدث مثل هذا للتغطية الإعلامية والتنظيم. وبما أن دبي معروف عنها أنها محط أنظار جميع دول العالم بالتطور والأحداث في الفترة الأخيرة، وهذا طبعا توجهات القيادة الرشيدة لإمارة دبي، ونحن إن شاء الله نكون خير من يمثل شعب دولة الإمارات في هذا التنظيم وفي وضعها في مسارها الصحيح إن شاء الله. وطبعا إكسبو فتنس إكسبو دبي سيشكل إن شاء الله يعني إشغال للمواصلات، وكذلك إشغال للسياحة وإشغال للفنادق. فلا بد أن تتكاتف الأيادي جميعا، نحط يدينا في يدين بعض لإنجاح مثل هذا الحدث جميعنا دون استثناء أي أحد. شكرا للجميع.
Thanking Mr. Arif and the organizers, and he said that Arab Hero Media will be part of the event and will cover the event and will try to help in promoting and covering the event. He is praising Mr. Arif and organizers and saying that this event is very good and will help in promoting sport in Dubai.
All right, so back to me. When I got started in this, I was told it can't be done. And that was one of the biggest reasons I wanted to do it more and more. And when you're told something that can't be done, and you know that you can make it happen a lot more than they think that it can't happen, go out and make it happen. I hope all that made sense to you guys, because it made a lot of sense to me. Let me share a little bit further vision. I've seen this event happen by detail. So much detail that I've already given my speech to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid. Okay? And I'm working backwards to where we're sitting now. So this is how much I believe that your vision is important. All the details should be there. All the colors that you need to put into this should be there. And that's what I've been doing. And most of the people that told me that could not happen are now some of my biggest supporters. So just want to show you where things go if you stick to your vision. I will take questions from the audience. You can ask questions to anyone on the stage. And let's have some fun, and let's let the world know this is Dubai. Anybody?
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Yes.
I just, when we talk about, well, first of all, thank you very much for the invitation today, and congratulations for the organization. I think this is a very exciting event coming. Yes, okay. The question is, because fitness is linked to many sports and many activities, as you well mentioned, and mental as well as body fitness. So I would like to know what kind of sports or what kind of physical activities you expect to be present at the exhibition.
Okay, very good question. Actually, one of the reasons why we are doing this expo is to educate the market here As you know, that diabetes is a big issue in this region, not just Dubai, but in the entire region. So this is where we're going to educate people. We have more than 30 plus seminars from some of the top names in the world who will be, holding seminars, telling people, educating them about health fitness. Different industries that will be. So it's not just an exhibit show; it's an educational show. So because that's where everything starts. A lot of people are not able to get fit because they don't know how to do it. They don't have the knowledge. They don't have the know-how. So here they will be learning all that. Anybody wants to add?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's going to be seminars on training, proper training and nutrition. You'll see the differences between strong women and men compared with bodybuilding, which, bodybuilding, you're training for the visual. Strong man, strong women, you're training for strength. There's a difference in the two, and those you'll be able to find out when you're here witnessing it. It's one thing to see someone with a big, strong body, and it's another thing to see someone pull a fire truck. So there's a lot of different nuances in between, training for strength and training for appearance as well.
I just have a question for Mr. Arif and Mr. Nasser about the reason why this date was chosen for this competition. أسباب اختيار تاريخ الحدث, and also the content. Will we be having any international participation, another international event that will add to this event?
Actually, when we organized with Mr. Arif in the beginning, we organized this date because on 25th, as I said before, it's National Day for Physical Activities for the UAE. Last year we celebrated the first year, and will be the second year. And 25th, it will be, everyone will celebrate, like every government sector and some private sectors, they will celebrate to do some activities in these days. This is what our reason from our side, like Dubai Sport Council.
Exactly what Mr. Nasser has said. Last year was the very first time UAE National Day was organized, and I remember sitting with the Dubai Sports Council saying, you know what, let's take this to the rest of the world. Let the world celebrate UAE National Day, and this is why the expo was chosen on the same date as National Sports Day. More than 73 countries have been invited, and we keep counting more and more. So inshallah, the world will celebrate National Sports Day during Fitness Expo Dubai.
Just to elaborate, to give an example of what Arif is up against and what he's trying to do, what took Arnold Schwarzenegger 27 years to create, from the first Arnold Classic in 1989, he had 3,000 fans and 2 disciplines, men's bodybuilding and women's bodybuilding. And 27 years later, he has 18 different events, almost 200,000 people that come through, and it's bigger than the Olympic Games. And what Arif is doing right now on the very first year is going to be literally on the same level in terms of getting the participation, bringing the awareness, bringing in the different countries, and that's something that's not real easy to do. So I commend him because it's very ambitious, but people are responding, sponsors are supporting, and this will shed a big light on Dubai, a place where a lot of the athletes that I've come up with haven't been to. I know a lot of athletes I talk to now want to come here, and it's a very exciting thing to be a part of it in the first year.
Anyone else? Mike?
I have a question. Dubai is known for pushing the boundary and the limits, and there's supposedly a record that's going to be broken. Can you share a little bit more about that if you can?
Absolutely. That's why we have Hannah sitting in the front. She will be breaking 2 world records, right? You will see her. She's a 5-time powerlifting champion. So breaking records is like we break eggs, she breaks records. So very, very strong woman. Actually, if you pass her the mic, she'll tell you what she's about to do.
Thank you, Arif. And I don't think I can take the credit for all the things that's going to be happening on the 24th to 26th of November here. You will be seeing some totally amazing ladies in all ages, all sizes, compete against each other, doing some things that you've probably never seen with your own eyes before. Our first event is pulling a fire truck. We carry on with some dog lifting, farmers golf. And this is all being done by just one person against the equipment. We are bringing some ladies, I think it's the only international team of ladies that's actually a mother and daughter. They're coming all the way from Sydney in Australia to compete with us. We have probably the tallest competitor coming from Norway. You will not miss her, she has bright red hair and she's absolutely fantastic. Myself, who's one of the smaller, not quite the lightest competitor, but definitely the oldest. So you will be seeing some totally amazing things. We have competitors from Britain and we have from Norway and Denmark, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. 7 ladies going up against some special made equipment for us, and you will be seeing world records here.
Hello everybody. I understand it's going to be a 3-day event, and I heard there's going to be something interesting for everybody in Dubai. Can you please let us know what exactly is going to happen? What you can tell us?
Well, the venue is right here. As you know, DIMC, which I would like to thank Azim again for giving us this space. 3-day event. It's a non-stop fun. It's Disneyland for adults in the fitness industry and non-fitness industry, beauty, everything. If you've never been to an expo before, you should go check one out, or at least pull one up on YouTube. They are just jam-packed. You don't come for an hour or two, you stay all day. We have activities that, I mean, they go on and on and on. The main focus here is we wanted to have the world's largest fitness expo. And then we shifted to having the world's best fitness expo. And I'll explain the difference between both. Largest, okay, let's go for the biggest amount of numbers and get all these exhibitors in here. But who's the one person that we are all trying to make happy, I guess, is the end user. If the end user does not have fun at the expo is pretty much a waste. Okay, so this is going to be the best expo in the world where everybody has fun. Not one well, you can't make everybody happy. There will all be some people, even if they're happy, they're going to complain, but that's okay. That lets us get better. You know, even if you give them all their money back, I wasn't happy. Okay, so here we put so many things in this expo that you can say, you know what, I hated that part, but I absolutely loved this part, and that's why I'm here. So we put a lot of brains behind this to come up with what can we do to make this the best. So we studied all the other expos to look at the mistakes they made, not all the good things they did, but all the mistakes that they did. So we can learn from those mistakes, and so we don't make the same mistakes. So one of the biggest mistakes is crowd control. Okay, if we can't have proper crowd control and people can't have fun, it will be a disaster. And when I say crowd control, I'm about to say numbers that are going to shock you guys. Okay, as Sean mentioned, Ohio gets around 180,000 to 200,000 people. They've been doing it for almost 30 years. We are pushing for 220,000 people. Okay, it might be a shock to you guys, but not a shock to Dubai. If I said it, it's going to happen. As simple as that. And my marketing plans, or my plans that I have put together, I think we're going to go way beyond that number. And you guys will see that happen right in front of your eyes. So the biggest problem for us is crowd control. We've timed it down by the hour how many people should be flowing through the venue pretty much per minute. That's why we have a 3D that you keep seeing up on the screen. We are testing it over and over. Where would be the where would be more traffic and where would be less traffic? It doesn't matter if you're the smallest exhibitor or the biggest name in the show. You're all going to have pretty much the same coverage because you're equally important to us, and you can have fun at the end of the day.
The event, is it going to be under the supervision of the IFBB?
I think Khalid just gave you guys a little glimpse, and he will talk more about it.
Thank you for the question. Yes, it is. It is under the IFBB Federation, inshallah.
Yes.
استاذ خالد بس كنت بسال بالنسبه لكمال اجسام بطولات كمال الاجسام اللي هتتلعب هتكون لاي فئه المحترفين ولا اللي هو وهتكون اي اوزان اللي هتتسمع بقى تلعب في البطوله ولا هتكون وزن واحد بحيث ان لاعب كمال الاجسام بياخد وقت طويل في التحضير عشان يقدر يجهز لبطوله زي كده او حدث زي كده.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن شاء الله الحدث بيكون شهر 11 القادم. بخصوص أي فئة بتلعب كانوا محترفين أو هو ما نقدر نحدد تحديد بيكون إن شاء الله من قبل الاتحاد الدولي لأنه بيكون عبر تنظيمهم وحكامهم. فهذا الوضع لازم نرجع للاتحاد الدولي وإن شاء الله نوافيكم بالإجابة في القريب العاجل.
Whatever he said, I didn't understand a word. So
he asked about which
division.
Oh, okay, categories.
I said FBB.
Yes.
I think I'm going to comment which activities, the different activities that will be here.
Okay.
Like MMA fighting.
Yes, so we do have all those activities. You'll have yoga, you'll have MMA, you'll have bodybuilding, you'll have parkour, you'll have CrossFit. A lot of activities for children also, because that's our future. That's who we're trying to educate, because that's the next generation that's gonna, pave the future for us. So they're number one priority for us. We're gonna be educating them in their school and here also. Having said that, because I'm a father of 4, that's my number one priority, that my children grow up healthy and they pave the future for the rest. So there's many activities. You'll have to go to the website, which is fitnessexpo.ae. And the more people go there, we have a link called Demand a Celebrity. So let's say you have a favorite athlete that you want to see at the expo, whether it be myself, Sean, since I'm the biggest star here, Muhammad Ali, Arnold, you name it, you click and that's who we'll bring, because we want to put the power in people's hands. Because it's your choice, not ours. Because I can pick someone and say, this guy's the best, and you may not agree with that. So we want to put that power in your hands. So fitnessexpo.ae, go and demand your celebrity. Yes.
Mirza, are we going to be doing anything for the disabled sports community over here in Dubai?
Absolutely. Thank you for bringing that up. Because this is a very important part of UAE. So you will see special activities for the disabled community here, even down to basketball games, powerlifting. Some of this stuff, you'll be amazed at what these people can do. And it's all, at the end of the day, it's all strong mind. If you don't have a strong mind, you can't do anything. So it's amazing what these people can do. There's so many events, guys. There's so much stuff happening that if I start naming here, you won't even remember anyways. So as the questions come up, like I'm not even remembering it. As the questions come up, I'll keep answering.
Well, one of the benefits to going to an expo like this is you're exposed to a lot of different companies, a lot of different products, a lot of them are samples. A lot of the products are free so that you can try them out, and if it's something that you like, you can get on a different program. But with so many companies coming up with very specific products for specific reasons for specific athletes, that's where these expos are really beneficial to the consumers and the fans that come out to support it. So typically you walk home with a big goodie bag of free stuff, which is always cool to go to an expo and get that.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff, a lot of free stuff to give away. It's insane the value that you get. You'll have bags and bags of stuff to take home. And it's not like we just throw some cheap stuff in there. These are companies representing their names, so they will give you some of the best things to take home. Yes?
When will the tickets go on sale?
Okay, so the tickets will go on sale very soon, online early bird, and then obviously as the time goes on, the price will start going higher and higher because we are already reaching at a level where everybody wants to be here, and you name a top company, and they want space. We've got more than 580 people on the list that want to be here. That already makes us the largest in the world, but this, like I said, it's just the beginning. So. You'll see a lot more.
How about the media present, international media?
So thanks to Sports Council again, we have a lot of media support here, and international media. Guys, as you heard in the beginning, I've been doing this, not fitness, but I've been in the media industry for a very long time. You name a top companies, CTV, CBC, MSNBC, CNN, Profit Magazine. I've been on tons and tons of media, so I'm in touch with international media, which we're going to take full advantage of to promote this. First of all, when people hear that this is happening in Dubai, I don't even have to say anything else. People just love Dubai. You know, His Highness has done an amazing job. You must be living under a rock if you not have heard about Dubai. At least a family member or a friend has come here and gone back and became ambassador of Dubai, saying, wow, you know, it was beyond what they expected. And that's exactly what we're trying to create here, is something more to add to that awesomeness.
Will also be our own fan channel.
Yes, of course, we have our own live Fed channel. They'll do the coverage. We have, as you heard, Arab Champion covering the .com, giving live feed. Periscope. I mean, we're sitting in a technology where we will pretty much hijack, if I can use that word, social media that day, that weekend, and following up to that weekend. Everyone that's coming from 73 plus countries is going to be talking about it. We have more than 100 athletes who have anywhere between 500,000 followers to 8 million plus followers. So you're looking at exposure of almost 1 billion people. They're going to start promoting from now till November. It's insane. Like, coverage-wise, it's insane. It's type of exposure money could not have bought. So it's going to keep going. As we proceed, it's going to keep going. Even the coverage from here, just from the cell phones alone, you'll see what it does. And anyone who's picked up any value today, obviously they're going to promote it, and then they're going to share it with their friends, and it's just that share button that creates everything, which is the highest value we can get through friends. Share. Just promoting, letting people know that Sean was going to be here. So many people in Dubai have contacted us. Is Sean really coming? Is Sean really coming? And he's here. Is Arif really doing this expo? Is Arif really doing this expo? Or is he just talking? Well, guess what? He's doing it. He's here. You know. And again, I want to thank Sports Council, because without them, I would not be sitting here.
And just to follow up with what Arif said, is sharing is very important in this day and age. We didn't have that when I was coming up in bodybuilding in terms of spreading the word. So using Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all those platforms, if you guys share, then it helps spread the word. It also helps us as well get it out there. And that's kind of the day and age that we live in, which is actually very beneficial, not only to supporting, sponsoring companies, but also for building this from ground one. I mean, this is something that I see growing. There are some events that probably won't be here this first year, but because the fans come out, they'll create a demand for it. We were talking about adding professional bodybuilding potentially, so that the people of this region can see it up close and personal. I'm not sure if it happens the first year, but Arif is about making dreams come true. When the fans speak, he tries to respond, and it's through social media. That is a very good way to let people know what you guys want to see. We can help create.
Right, so whatever fans are demanding, that's what we're doing. We are carrying this on a little too long. I'm sure you guys have a lot of things to do. Sorry, is there another question?
We'll take one more question.
Yeah, we'll take one more. Pass her the mic. And then you guys can come to the back and take some pictures and share that on your social media. And I would, like to thank Mr. Nasser Again,
Kung Fu show also.
we do have a Kung Fu show happening for you guys outside after the shows, after the questions. So enjoy that.
I just wanted to know how many confrence sponsors you have.
I'm sorry?
How many sponsors or exhibitors do you have already?
Actually, very good question. We've had actually put a limit on exhibitors from Dubai because we are bringing most of the people from outside because we wanted to grow the international market. So 580 is what we have so far. Limit to Dubai is 580 exhibitors so far. Yes. Thank you. 200 is the market for Dubai, and we're expecting 800 from outside. So when we said the largest, it is the largest. That's actually where we're having problems. We need to cut those numbers down because as it grows, it becomes harder and harder. We don't want to fill the place with just stalls and stalls and stalls. We want to fill the place with fun, quality. I'm looking for a special word, so you can, I guess fun is good enough. Value is what we're looking for. Thank you very much.
On behalf of, final question.
Okay, go ahead.
For Mr. Shunri, it's about bodybuilding competition. Will it be qualified for Mr. Paul or not?
Well, I mean, this is something that Arif was discussing last night with the IFBB. That they'll see where that might fit in the context of an expo this large. It may start maybe with an amateur bodybuilding, but I know people want to also see the big names, and if big name bodybuilding is what the fans want to see, then it will arrive here. I'm not sure if it arrives the first year, but even if it's not here the very first year, Arif's been working on getting a very good quality of professionals to come out here and support this, and I'm sure if there's a big enough demand, there'll be a pro show here.
Okay, guys, enjoy the show outside, Kung Fu show. I'll be available for any other questions off the mic.
Group photo.
Yeah, let's do a group photo with. I guess we'll have to do this.
We'll have the splashboard outside, so whoever wants to take photos with any of the athletes and celebrities.
We'll take one here.
You take one here, and then anyone else wants to take it outside, you can line up outside as well.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming.